Yo, what's up, world? We're back, man. I know it's been a minute, and I do apologize. I really am sorry. I took a 2-week break. Sometimes I just don't really feel fucking motivated to do this, and I've just been tired. You know what I'm saying? I've been going through a lot of shit, but I'm back. And that's what matters. But I truly am sorry if people were waiting. Like, what the fuck, man? You ain't been here for 2 weeks. You skipped the Jan fights. I watched the Jan fight. I watched only the Jan fight of that card. I went to the aquarium last weekend. The Monterey Aquarium. So, I missed majority of the fights. I caught the Jan and Rakic fight. I'll watch this whole card tomorrow. I'm going to try going live for the first time tomorrow. During the, fights. I'm gonna try to go live, see what's up, you know what I mean? I've never gone live before, so tomorrow will be my first time just to test it out, see how it goes. But I do apologize, man. I just sometimes get I'm just not motivated to make videos. I got hella shit going on in my life, and I'm busy, and I'm working really hard to get back in shape and eating clean and staying clean, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. I apologize for not coming through. But I'm back now. It's Holly Holm versus Ketlen Viera. I don't even really know who's on this card. I want to watch these main... I'm assuming it's the main card wins. It's only a 3-minute clip. But I'll go through the actual fight card after we watch this, and then maybe scroll through some news, see what's going on in the world. Nothing's really even been popping anyways. You know what I'm saying? So I just haven't really been feeling motivated to do anything. There hasn't really nothing been popping. I've been salty kind of since Rose lost her belt. You know what I mean? I talked to them a bunch last week. They FaceTimed me. We talked for a while. Everybody seems in good spirits. But I got to get back on my shit because JJ's fighting June 4th versus Aaron Blanchfield, which is a very, very good fight. So I want to get back active and start knocking shit down for that fight, Maybe we can have them back on. Try to get them to become a regular, you know what I mean? So let's just get right into it. Before anything, man, if you're new to the channel, if you like what I'm dropping, man, just hit some likes, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for the future content that drops. If not, man, keep it moving. This ain't for you. It ain't for you. It is what it is. But I do appreciate everybody. I'm at 915 subscribers. We are 85 away from 1,000, which is pretty cool. I need to tighten up and get my shit right. I need to get in shape, and I need to start pushing out content consistently 2-3 times a week. You know what I mean? I just been lazy, bro, to be honest. I've been lazy. Just been working and working out and trying to eat clean and stay focused. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to this shit, I've been lazy. I'm not going to lie. That's just what it is, I've been living my life outside and just, Anyways, we're here now. That's neither here nor there. So let's just watch these goddamn face-offs. See who's on this card. Where's the volume at? Okay, it's already up. Let me see. Oh, Eric Anders. He's always fun. He looks good. Is this at middleweight or is this at light heavyweight? I bet it's at middleweight. He looks slim.
All right, next main card bout at strawweight, Poliana Viana versus Tabitha Ricci.
Wow, Poliana Viana versus Tabitha Ricci. This is a good fight too. I like Poliana. I like Tabitha Ricci too, man. This is a good fight. This is a fun fight. Exciting. I think Poliana should win this, to be honest. I haven't seen her for a while. I'm going to check when her last fight was. I haven't seen Poliana for a minute. Tabitha Ricci's been consistent. But
now featured bout in the middleweight division, Njokuani versus Dushko Todorovic.
I think Poliana's got it. I don't know any of these people. Jesus. That's the thing with the UFC, man. There's so many people in this league now. I don't even I wish I would show the names.
All right, that brings us to the co-main event in the welterweight division. 14th ranked Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Michel Pereira.
Ooh, whoa, this is a good fight. Whoa, Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Michel Pereira. Okay, Pereira. This is a good fight. It's a tough fight for both of them. Huge fight for Ponzinibbio. I think Ponzinibbio last fought that Miguel Baiza cat, and he was like losing up until the third, and he came through and won. This is a tough fight for both of them. Huge fight for him. I don't think Michel is ranked, but Ponzinibbio is, and this is a good fight. This is a very good fight. Very fun fight at welterweight. All right, this card's not looking bad, man. This is the main card. So we'll go.
And our main event in the UFC's bantamweight division, the former champ Holly Holm versus Ketlen Viera.
Okay, Holly Holm should get this. We haven't seen Holly for a while, and I know she hasn't been as active. But Ketlen, last fought? Who did Ketlen last fight? God, I can't remember who she fought. She looks slim. I think Holly should get this, though. I think, unless Holly's just completely fell off, which I doubt, I think Holly should get this fight. I think her combinations and
all right, Holly Holm and
Ketlen
Viera under the lights here live at the UFC Apex here on Saturday night. Thank you all for coming out. One more sleep. We will see you tomorrow.
That's intense. All right, let's go through let's go through this card real quick. So Holly Holm, Ketlen Viera, Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Michel Pereira. Chidi. Oh, who is this? Whose brother is this? This is his second fight. His debut was he made his debut last. Okay, I remember. Yeah, and he got a TKO. Chidi, and he looked good. And I remember being like, oh, this dude, okay, all right. But I forgot he's somebody's brother. I can't remember who. What was his brother's name? Damn, and I think he waited a minute to get into the UFC too. Yeah, because look at that. That's his second fight. This is his second fight in the UFC, and he's 21-7. That's 28 fights. You know what I mean? Polyana, okay. Eric Anders. Let's see the prelims. Joseph Holmes, Alan Amedovsky. Jailton Almeida, Parker Porter. Omar Morales. Uros Medic. Jonathan Martinez is fun. Vince Morales, okay, fun fight. Chase Hooper's back. All right. Good to see Chase Hooper. Felipe Colares, Elise Reed, Sam Hughes. All right. Whatever. It is what it is. This main card's pretty fun, though. This main card's fun, for sure. But we haven't seen Holly Holm since what? Who did Holly Holm last fight? Because she's had a couple pullouts, couple canceled fights. See, 2020 was her last fight. And so her last win was Irene Aldana. And honestly, in this fight, I thought Irene was going to do work, but Holly Holm looked incredible and beat the brakes off of Irene, bro. Looked incredible. Now, that was 2 years ago. I don't know how old Holly Holm is now. Let's see. She's what? How old is Holly Holm? 40 years old. She's 40 years old. She's fighting a young Ketlen Viera, who I believe isn't even 30. Let me see. She's 30 years old. See, so she's 30 years old. But I still feel, as long as Holly, Father Time hasn't caught up to her, I feel like Holly should beat her. I just don't think her skill set is up to par with Holly Holm's, because it's going to be a stand-up fight, right? Maybe Ketlen will try to put her on her back. I doubt it, though. You never know. Maybe Holly would try to take her down, It's an interesting fight, but in my head, I would see Holly Holm getting it done. Her kickboxing is just better than Ketlen's, I think. Unless she fell off. Unless we see, man, maybe she's, maybe it's time to give it up. Which I doubt. I feel like 2 years for Holly Holm. She looked in great shape. I feel like 2 years off for her is really good. I know she's coming off some injuries and whatnot. She's finally back. Because I know she had a couple fights scheduled that got pulled. I can't remember what they were, but I know she had a couple fights that were pulled, and they just didn't work out. I can't remember who she was supposed to fight, though. But they were pretty big fights, and she had to pull out. I know it was Aspen Ladd. She's supposed to fight Aspen Ladd. Damn, it might have been that long. She's supposed maybe that, I don't know, but she pulled out of a couple fights, and I'm happy to see her finally back. This is a good fight for her to come back against. So fun main card. It's UFC Vegas 55. Not much has really been happening in the MMA UFC world. But we can scroll through the news and see what's popping. Khabib dismisses Oliveira comparisons. No one touched me. True. This is true. But you can't... I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing with Khabib. He's undefeated. That's the one thing that he's got. And he didn't really lose rounds. But when you talk about... Like, I just don't think... I mean, God, dude. Like, if you look at what Oliveira's done, he's finished Gaethje, Dustin, Chandler. All of those. He finished all of those, right? Has the most finishes in UFC. Most submissions in UFC. He's on like a 10, 11 fight win streak. His last loss was against Paul Felder, which was one of his first fights up at lightweight, I believe. When he first moved up to lightweight, I think Paul Felder might have got him. And I'm not sure if he missed weight on that fight. You know what I'm saying? But Khabib has been talking a lot of shit about people, and obviously it's because Islam is on the come up. You know, Islam is trying to get the fight with Charles, but I thought Islam is booked with Beneil Dariush, which is the fight that was scheduled and got canceled. Beneil had to pull out because his ankle or foot, something along with his foot or ankle or something. But I just don't like how Khabib's been talking shit. Let's see. He said something about him getting tapped out 8 times or something like that. And it's like, yeah, he has a nice amount of losses. But, dog, his legacy is going to be better than yours. He's beat all these killers. Khabib beat Michael Johnson, Edson Barbosa, Conor McGregor, Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier. So those 5 people are the real names that Khabib has beat. Like, for real. Other than that, you know, Rafael, when Rafael was real young. Like, Charles is good, and he makes it a fight. Charles, like, steps in your face. He makes you get in tight, close quarters with him so he can grab you with the clinch, throw knees, and throw punches and shots up close, like tight phone booth boxing, but he throws knees and has a nasty clinch, and he hits you in the body a lot, you know. Khabib, I think, I don't know, man. I just feel like... yeah, like he said, what better way to try to draw Khabib back than by having Charles beat Islam? If Charles beats Islam, and I know Islam is good. Don't get it twisted. I know he's really good. I'm just not sold on him. I'm not sold like he's just this untouchable, like, unbeatable guy. You know what I mean? Like, it's different with Khabib, because Khabib, like, literally smashed people. Like, Islam has been, like, he beat Dan Hooker. He beat Thiago Moises. He beat Bobby Green now. And then, who was the one right before Bobby Green? Islam, it was Thiago Moises, Dan Hooker, and then maybe it was supposed to be Beneil, and then Beneil pulled out and it turned into Bobby Green. But it's like, it just, I'm not fully sold. I'm not saying he's not good and he doesn't have the potential to beat Charles. I'm not saying that. I'm just not sold on him. You know what I mean? I'm just not sold. Yeah, I mean, look at Charles, though. Like, Kevin Lee, Tony Ferguson, Michael Chandler, Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier. You know. He's doing work, bro. He is doing work. Like, I know Khabib wants to be the greatest lightweight of all time, but you're not gonna... I know you're undefeated and no one, like, ever took rounds from you or really did punishment to you, but, like, dog, you're gonna be forgotten because you didn't really start pushing that line until, like, your last 4 or 5 fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Amanda Nunes says Harrison's words influenced decision to leave ATT. What does that mean? What words? Nunes lost to Juliana Pena in December. She hinted at a desire to have her private space training, but Nunes opened up more about pointing.
There's that saying, like it or lump it. And then Kayla started talking. I was kind of, man, I'm not safe even in my territory. I was kind of cornered even because we share the same coaches. She trains with Mike Brown and I train with Mike Brown. I was already training with them when she got there. Now the team lets me, who I brought 2 belts to ATT. If I was who I really am, a champion in divisions, cool, no problem. But I was a champion already. She would have to train somewhere else to fight me. Harrison re-signed with PFL. Yeah, I don't like those comparisons. People are like talking like Harrison. It's like she signed with PFL, bro. Like it's not gonna happen. It's like, yeah, she lost to Juliana Pena, but I truly believe that in this rematch, Amanda gets her title back. I think she underestimated Juliana. Juliana stepped in the fire and just brought the ugly to her, brought an ugly fight to her, and put a nasty pace on her. I think Amanda now knows like, oh shit, you know. It happens to champions, man. It happens. You underestimate people. You've been winning for so long. But for people to be like Kayla Harrison is beating nobodies at PFL. I'm sorry to say that, but bro, like any other organization, they just don't have the competitors and the high level competitors that the UFC does. I'm sorry, bro. Like Bellator, they sit there and say like they're the best in the world, bro. Justine Kish, who was in Tough 20, who was never ever even ranked except when she finally made it out of Tough 20 when there was no strawweight division. She hasn't been ranked since in the strawweight division in the UFC. She went over to Bellator and she beat the number 1 ranked girl in the flyweight division handedly. She beat her like all 3 rounds. The Hawaiian girl, I forgot her name, but the ex-champ, she beat her all 3 rounds. Justine Kish, who was not ranked in the UFC, beat the number 1 ranked Bellator flyweight. That says a lot. That says a lot. And for all these Bellator fighters like champion versus champion, bruh, majority of your champions are ex-UFC fighters. You know what I mean? A lot of them, you know? Rory McDonald. Justine Kish might fuck around and be it. Now they got Liz Carmouche, Gegard Mousasi, Corey Anderson, Brian Bader. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these people are ex-UFC fighters. And for you to sit there and say, we're better than the UFC, or we like champ versus champ, and we're the best in the world, like, best featherweight in the world, this blah, blah, blah. It's like, get out of here, bro. You guys aren't beating top 5 in the world. Sorry. It's just realistic. Like, come on, man. Maybe, but I doubt it, you know? It's just annoying when they say stuff like that. It's like, bro, Justine Kish just beat your number 1 flyweight. And Justine Kish hasn't been ranked in the UFC for who knows how long, you know? Ali Abdelaziz shocked by little bitch Jake Paul's insults. I always praised the kid. Oh, yeah, because he called him a rat. Jake Paul called this fool a rat or whatever, whatnot. Whatever. Derek Brunson slams worst testing business. USADA over glitchy app location failures. What? Let's check that out. USADA Midnight Mania. Derek Brunson slam worst testing business. USADA over glitchy app location failures. They have to give their location. All right, let's see what he says. Glitchy app. There's several athletes out here taking PEDs, but no one failing. Get your GPS feature back. Giving someone a failed whereabouts isn't the same as someone failing a PED test. Has to be the worst testing program out. Imagine trying to handle business outside of the octagon and having to take quick flights to check on properties, having a family and other stuff going on, etc. And I'm giving you failures because you forgot to update the glitchy app. Oh, okay. Just to be clear, USADA gave me a whereabouts infraction because I didn't update my location, stating that I have 2 whereabout infractions and 1 more could result in a 2-year suspension. Holy shit. They used to have GPS tracking. Maybe get back the system that worked for the fighters. I do. Why didn't you update your location? I do, but with multiple businesses, it's easy to forget a time or 2. I'm not one of these fighters on social media complaining about being underpaid. I go out and make things happen. I've made more money outside the octagon. Respect my time and update your system is all I ask. And you know, I've been wondering why people haven't been testing positive lately. I feel like people have found out a way to beat the system again because no one's testing positive, and I know it's not a clean sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's coming out. Remember when USADA first came out, the first 5 years, like, first few years, like, people, boom, left and right, here and go, you know? Now, no one tests positive. You're telling me USADA cleaned it up? No, man. Cheaters are cheaters. There's always cheaters in everything, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't feel like, I feel like people have figured out a way to beat the system again. So they're going to have to step it up somehow, and, you know. But,
That's about all that's going on. Dustin's talking about fighting Colby. He just wants to fight. Doesn't want to fight. He wants the Nate Diaz fight, preferably, he said. But they offered him Colby Covington in the summer, which he said, shit, because every other fight after that is like late year. He was like, I don't want to wait till almost the new year. He wants to fight in the summer. So, you know, he's got time off. His daughter's out of school. You know, he just wants to fight. And if that has to be Colby, he's like, I just, you know, it is what it is. He doesn't want to put money in Colby's pockets, but if that's the only fight he can get before the new year, you know what I'm saying? Because he wants to fight in the summer, then that's what he'll take. But he preferably wants the Nate Diaz fight, which I agree with. But I think the UFC is trying to fuck Nate. If Nate resigns, they'll give Nate a good fight. If Nate doesn't want to resign, and that's what they're feeling, that's why they're trying to give him Hamzat. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyways, that's about all that's going on in the world. I will get with you guys for sure tomorrow when the fights are going on. I'm gonna live stream. I'm not gonna have the fights on, of course, because I don't want to get banned or in trouble. But I'll just go on live, see what happens. I've never done it. Maybe one or two of you will show up and talk some shit with me. Other than that, man, when this drops, like it, leave a comment, definitely hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you guys being patient with me. I'm gonna try to be consistent, more consistent, and pump content out. I love you guys. Peace.